Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal Public Affairs program. I'm Jerry Williams. Well, USA Today quoted the most stunning range of impersonations you will ever see. I'm talking about the Edwards twins. And I caught up with Anthony Edwards recently at the Seven Angels Theater in Waterbury right before their show. Hear that conversation happening now on the WIHS Journal. It's news and public affairs. All right, out and about with Jerry Williams, Seven Angels Theater in Waterbury, Connecticut, and I am with Anthony Edwards of the Edwards Twins. We first met, a year or two ago at the Broadbrook Playhouse in Connecticut. How you doing, Anthony?
I am doing great, Jerry. Thank you so much for having me and for stopping by.
Well, thank you for having me because, folks, truth be told, I didn't have an arrangement. I didn't contact them. I just showed up because I saw their itinerary that they're going to be in Connecticut again. I'm in Hartford, Waterbury, 45 minutes. I said, I got to show up. I was ready for anything, either not being able to see you or to be able to see you for a few minutes, and you're giving me a few minutes. Thank you so much. So you guys are still on the road. You've been doing this for decades, and you take a licking and you keep on ticking, man.
By the grace of God, we are just so happy to be able to still be doing 300 shows a year and being blessed by the Lord, His peace and mercy. And we're just, kind of at the point now, after doing it for 40 years, I think probably next year we're going to slow down a little bit, be able to go down to about 50 shows a year, being able to still get out there, bless people with the talent that the Lord's given us, be able to just minister in music and be a light to the people of the world.
For those who aren't familiar or in the know about the Edwards twins, explain what you guys do.
So we are a pair of identical twin brothers who look and sound like over 100 different celebrities.
Over 100?
Yes, over 100. And we've had the opportunity of performing and being endorsed by a lot of those celebrities. So that's been, a great blessing and honor. It's been an absolute, incredible career thus far in terms of being able to go into towns all over the country and the world and be able to literally take people back to the times of the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, when the music was great, right, and bring them back into a time capsule where they think that they're seeing Sonny and Cher, Neil Diamond, to Barbra Streisand, Olivia Newton-John, John Travolta. I can go on and on and on and on.
If you're just joining us, I am with Anthony Edwards of the Edwards Twins. Talk about your humble beginnings, how it all began with you and your brother.
Well, our Uncle Jack worked for George Slaughter, which produced Laugh-In on NBC and the Sonny and Cher show, a lot of the variety shows. And that's where it all started for us, where we were able to go on the sets, be able to experience all this. And we loved it so much, we decided to recreate it, singing exactly like them, doing three-dimensional movie makeup to make ourselves look like them, with prosthesis and dentures, handmade wigs, costuming. Costs us, thousands and thousands of dollars a year to, make, depending on what character we're doing. We just wanted to raise the bar on Las Vegas entertainment. And that was our goal from the very beginning, is to be able just to not be a Las Vegas show, but to make it a Las Vegas experience and bringing people back to the good old days.
From what I understand, you guys reside in Las Vegas, right?
Yes, absolutely, and we have been there for years. My brother was on the Strip with the longest running show for years called An Evening at La Cage. And I was also with Legends in Concert, and then we decided to do our own thing. And after the help of the legendary Carol Burnett, is the one that gave us our break and helped us to be able to get the show on the road.
Anthony Edwards. Edwards is my guest. Out of all your characters, I got to pick the low-hanging fruit. Do you have a favorite one? And if so, why?
It's interesting because it changes. It changes every season. For those viewers who know Andrea Bocelli, Andrea Bocelli is an opera singer. That really is the highlight of this year's show because people absolutely love him. He's like the Pavarotti of this generation. Yeah. Another favorite that people love is Elton John because I do him from the 70s, the 80s, and also the way he looks now. Yeah. So that's kind of a favorite. Before I let you go, I got to ask you this: 300 dates per year, but you guys going to downsize to about 50. Do you happen to have a favorite venue house out of all these? I know it might be tough because you've seen many over the years. Sure. One that you're fond of, really. I'll tell you, I really love, you know what, and I'll say this, probably the closest to my home, because I can literally get out of makeup and be home in bed in 20 minutes. It's a practical. So the one that's closest to where I live. Right. Whatever it is. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And just because being able to pack everything up and then driving. Yeah. I mean, there are some times that we have to pack up and drive 9 hours to the next gig. Yeah. Yeah, so, right. And it's great, to be able to do the show and crawl into bed. Amen. Well, God bless you. I'm not going to hold you. I know you got to get ready to go, and just keep bringing smiles to people's faces, because as it is written, a merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. Proverbs 17:22. God bless you. Keep glorifying God with your gifts and talents. Thank you very much for having me. And you just heard my conversation with Anthony Edwards of the Edwards Twins. If you would like more information about what you heard today, call WIHS 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049. I'm Jerry Williams for the WIHS Journal. It's news and public affairs.